So welcome to the Happers Live show, where you can get ideas to grow your eco-conscious business. For those of you who are tuning in, please say hi, post your questions in the comments. The show is only 10 minutes, so if we have any... Oh, burpee, sorry, that's coming on live sound there. Excuse the tech things there. So it is only 10 minutes. If we've got time to answer them live, we will. Otherwise, we'll respond to them after the show. So today I am joined by Yvette Puliga. So welcome, Yvette, and thank you for coming on the show.
Hi, Karen. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so Yvette Puliga is the owner of Yvette Puliga Lifestyle Management Services, or YPLMS for short, and we are talking about rocking your business world for the better. So Yvette says she likes to encourage her clients to understand their own and own their own unique style, both in their lifestyle and business. And one of the quotes that came out was, "I love seeing people who didn't realize how amazing they are step into their own greatness." So yeah, I wanted to talk to you, Yvette, about sort of some of the common places people get stuck or overwhelmed in their life and business. And you offer an amazing array of solutions to help people in their business and their lifestyle. So maybe if you could just tell us sort of what are those kind of lifestyle management services that you offer?
Okay. Hi everyone. So YPLMS was born out of my sort of role as a coach, really, and being sort of, excuse me, just faced with so many different aspects of what one person sits in front of you and needs. So I decided to set up a concierge, which was to allow me to specialise in my specific expertise, and then to sort of connect and collaborate with other people who at that point could take the client on an onward journey and fulfill their total needs. So the lifestyle concierge covers health and well-being. It covers lifestyle needs such as home services, business, career and support, and basically anything to do with finance, whether that's, finding an accountant or working on your business, financially looking at the numbers in terms of strategy. So I'm connected with people within all of those arenas, as opposed to trying to sit with a client and figure everything out and feel as though I need to be the expert. So I do my bit, and then we connect on to the next person.
Yeah, I think that's such a fantastic and unique service offering, because you're right, we can't do everything ourselves and be experts in our own thing. So, and you're such a great connector. I know this because you've got such a huge array of people that you're connected to everywhere. And, it's like, oh, I really need someone who does this. I know who'll know, Yvette. So, and you are that kind of person that you connect people with other people. And I know you work a lot with people in midlife as well, and run a very successful Facebook group, Midlife Rock Stars, which is where we kind of got the title for this. It's about rocking your business, rocking your second half of your life. So, maybe if you can tell us a little bit about that. I mean, people in this kind of time of their life, they do get a bit stuck, don't they? What are the common things that you find people get?
Okay, so first and foremost, I'm liking the address when you've said people get a bit stuck rather than midlife crisis, because that's the first thing. I mean, you hear the word midlife and the next word that follows it on is usually crisis. But there's so many things happening, so many things changing at that one point in time. For example, a woman may well find themselves in a position where they've got empty nesters, she's going through menopause, she's reviewing her career, her life partner, she may well have health challenges, and then decide, actually I'm so stuck, but I don't really know what I want to do. So all of that causes some form of paralysis down the road, and then you think to yourself, right, okay, it's not uncommon for a midlife woman to sort of like feel, this sense of disenchantment, stroke disparity. It's like, well, I've got no clue what I want to do, where I'm heading, future look like? So I've created the Midlife Rockstars Facebook group as a private group for women in that space, and you decide what age you are when you decide to join that. I mean, I don't say you need to be 40 and 40 plus, 50, 50 plus. You could be 27 and feel midlife because you've lived a life that's not fulfilling you and you've kind of come to a bit of a crunch point. So the group is there to, we have laughter, we have fun, we talk about the things that, unless you're around like-minded people, and I hate that term like-minded, but unless you're around other people that are similar to you, going through a similar journey, then where else do you have this outlet other than to sit there thinking, is it just me? So yeah, so that's really what the group's about, and I foster conversations and facilitate connections.
Yeah, and you do, I mean, you've come from a really long coaching background, and so you've got those skills to really help people through it as well as having this concierge service. And I know you also have got a very exciting thing planned with some masterclasses as well. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so the masterclasses is essentially what we're doing is I'm creating a space. Not everyone knows how to. Coaches themselves are notoriously bad at selling their own services, and so here we have the masterclass whereby I'm creating an opportunity for midlife women, or anyone in midlife actually, you don't need to be a woman. If you provide a service and it can help somebody within them on their midlife journey, then I spend time interviewing you, just like you're doing with me. But what we do is we spend time understanding what's your offer, you know, how does your business work and how does it benefit that of a midlife woman? Because invariably midlife women, or women in general, feel guilty at spending or investing on themselves. So by having the masterclasses and being able to get a snapshot view of what's possible, and something like twig, and they'll just say, do you know what, that's exactly what I need. So basically the masterclasses are to give exposure to the presenters, such as the contributors, stroke coaches, and also to give exposure to the attendees, to be able to find out what's available on one platform. So it's kind of we're housing a service for midlife women.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think it's, you know, it's really something that's got a great help, and it's getting a lot more exposure, you know, that people are sort of getting a bit, they're coming to a point, and you can say it's not necessarily just midlife, is it? You know, people can come to any point where they're sort of tired of their job, you know, they've been in employment, COVID's come along, you know, there's been so many changes, and people are like, I want more out of life, I want to make the most of it, and where can I go to get all of this support and services? And I think that's, you know, what you're offering there. I know I'm in your group, it's fantastic. And yeah, I can't wait for all the masterclasses to come out.
Neither can I. The categories, we've got some amazing categories where I'm looking for people who want to contribute, whether that's in the emotional, physical, and mental health space, whether you want to contribute to do with lifestyle and transformation, health in general, you know, physical health, and finance and transformation. So I'm really looking to speak to experts in those spaces. So yeah, I mean, it's really trying to create a directory of services, but you know, particularly for midlife women, because you know, you mentioned COVID, you mentioned all of those other things that are happening. When they're happening, and you're at a point in your life when you're looking on a space, let's say you've got a tape measure and you put your age, you look at the tape measure, you pop your finger on your age and you look and you think, that's how long I've got left. And I mean, I want to make the most of it. Not about being fearful, but just thinking, you know, this is it. This is my time. You know, I've spent my time giving and giving and giving, maybe to my family, to a business, to a job. Now it's time for you to look at, where does your time look in? Where does your time fit? And that might be my time to get my health back, my time to get that business up and running, my time to go get a new job, my time to just focus on what I want, whatever that is. My time to spend with my grandbabies and not do.
Yeah, That's brilliant. That's so fantastic. And we are, unfortunately, out of time. I did tell you it goes really quickly, yes. But yeah, if you want to find out more, we've got a few people on there. Good morning to you all. We will jump on there and answer your questions. And also, you've got a fantastic bulletproof guide for midlife. So I will share the link in the comments as well, straight after, as soon as we've got off here. But so thank you so much for joining us, Yvette. It was so great to have you on the show. And next week we will be talking to Helen Youngman about her new business, Global Kitchen, and I believe Yvette knows her as well. They've been chatting to each other and helping them out with your other side hustle business. So I think we'll have to get you back on the show and talk about that as well, your food business. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you once again, Yvette, for coming on the show. Really great. Take care everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.